Availability continues to be very low, and in fact is 30% lower than it was this time last year. This represents an availability rate of only 2.6%, and of this availability, the amount of stock which is actually new or refurbished is very limited indeed, with in fact just 3 buildings being brand new. This low availability and the demand from occupiers for taking the very best space has actually meant we've seen the Grade A rents, Grade A headline rents increase for the first time since the referendum and are now at £67.50 per square foot.
Third quarter transactions in the South Bank were quiet. £279 million over 7 deals incorporated 2 owner-occupier, large owner-occupier deals involving hotels, and then a collection of much smaller buildings. Only one transaction was over £100 million, 46 to 49 Blackfriars Road, where Commerzbank sold the hotel to the operator Accor. The other large development pipeline building, Blackfriars Crown Court, was sold to Fabrics for just over £65 million. With the now added uncertainty of a UK election as well as Brexit, we do think that the end of the year will match broadly 2018 transaction levels, considerably above 2016, the point of the referendum. As we roll through into 2020, prime yields will remain resilient, we believe, at just around 4.5%.
We have recorded 4 new office construction starts in Q3 this year. They have totalled 489,000 square foot of new office stock into the South Bank market. This is great news, seeing as construction is at a really low level, and these starts have doubled the construction levels in South Bank. In total, there's just over 1 million square foot of office construction in South Bank. There is only 3 buildings due to complete in 2020, again highlighting this very low level of construction. Our in-house development tracker is recording approximately 1.1 million square foot of office space that could be delivered into the South Bank market in 2022. Our message to developers would be to build. Any new refurbishments or new builds that you can get to the market within the next 2 years would be the right time to start now.
On Sumner Street, Landsec are bringing forward 133,000 square feet of new build in 2 buildings. Immediately opposite, Triptych, part of a mixed-use site, will have nearly 65,000 square feet of new build offices. And then just behind them, on Southwark Bridge Road, Rose Court is being brought forward by WPP and M&G for a major new hub for that media group. And right in front of that, Alderwalia are bringing forward 70,000 square feet of a much refurbished riverside house overlooking the Thames. This is one small pocket of the South Bank with 2 sites underway, a major occupational move by WPP and planning applications, bringing forward hopefully much needed new space to the market.
Up to several years ago, the culinary options in and around the South Bank were fairly limited. I mean, we've always had Borough Market, which in its incarnations has always been around for several thousand years. But what we've seen across London recently is a massive emergence of food markets, offering the visitor a real culinary and varied experience. And I think in South Bank, we've got some of the best. Just over on Southwark Street, we have Flatiron Square, which in itself is a very, very popular venue. It has a live music venue, it has a covered food arch and seating for loads of people and various bars. At Elephant and Castle, we have Mercato Metropolitana, which is an Italian cultural market, which is currently located on the Newington Triangle site on a temporary arrangement, but it's been proved such a success that they are now taking 17,000 square feet in Lenlease Haygate development within Elephant and Castle. I think the most exciting development is the announcement that Time Out Market is due to come to Waterloo in the second quarter of 2021. Waterloo London is a project that LCR are doing the leasing and development consultancy on, and I think getting Time Out Market is a real coup. In addition, it will have 2 bars and seating for 550 people. When looking at what a possible anchor for Waterloo London, we considered a normal department store, a food store, but we actually felt the Time Out Market really offered something different, and this is certainly the case in terms of the retail and leisure operators that we are now talking to who are interested in taking space within the development. In London Bridge, we also have Vinegar Yard, which is located on the St Thomas Street development site, currently owned by CIT and Seller. Vinegar Yard has equally proved very successful, particularly for the commuters in and around London Bridge, insofar as Vinegar Yard are now talking to CIT about possibly taking a more permanent site in the development when done.